selfie kiss, giving back to my community. We're growing justice in a natural way, making a difference every day in the big, big garden. Meet me in the big, big garden.
Hi friends, welcome to the Big Gardens Farm to School Spring Program. Today we're going to talk about our garden beds and how to get them ready for spring planting. But before that, we're going to take a quick little break and make a snack. Today we are going to make a pollinator fruit snack. And in order to pull off what we're going to create, we are going to need blueberries, strawberries, apples, they can be any color, some raisins, some sun butter or peanut butter, and a little bit of chocolate sauce. So the first pollinator friend we're going to make is a caterpillar. So as you can see, I already started part of the caterpillar. Now, to create the caterpillar body, I used a green apple. And remember, you have to have some adults or some older friends who know how to use a knife. And what we want to do is make the bottom of the apple flat so we can stack it. So I'm going to let this curved one be the end, the tail. Now here. Now one of the modifications to this snack is, I'm not going to do it today, but when I was a kid I used to love dipping apples in peanut butter. So another option is before you lay the snacks down to dip it in a little peanut butter. Then you can stick your caterpillar apple pieces together with the butter. Now we're going to build our little face. In order to do that, I'm going to cut a strawberry. All of this stuff I have pre-washed, and I have washed my hands. I'm going to cut the strawberry in half, just like that, and make a little face. Now we're going to make a couple little ears. And this is where you just let your creativeness flow. You're told not to play with food, but I'm telling you to play with your food. Oh, we could even give our little critter some hair if we wanted to. Little antennas. This is where the raisins come in. So caterpillars have little bitty feet. So I'm just going to line the bottom of every apple, like it's every section of the caterpillar, and give it a raisin. Can anybody name what a raisin is before it turns to a raisin? It's a fruit. Grapes. Yes, grapes, totally. All right, almost done. Now, should we give our caterpillar some eyes? And I'm going to go ahead and make a little chocolate smile. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that was a very big smile, but you know, you get the point. I think that nozzle's a little big. All right, so the next one we're going to make, this is our caterpillar. The next one we're going to make are ladybugs. And the way you make the ladybugs is you take a strawberry, cut it in half. Just take the little green part off the top so you have that little bitty nub. And then, I did not buy the best chocolate sauce, but I'm going to do my best. You dip it in a little bit of chocolate sauce, and you want to make the head of the ladybug. And then, you go back to your raisins, and you make your little feet. Now you're putting more work into making this snack, but I guarantee you it'll be fun to eat. What other type of pollinator snacks could you make? Butterflies, dragonflies, you could even make ants. Okay, now that we have our ladybug bodies done, let's go ahead and put the polka dots on top. And that is just a little bit of chocolate sauce. Yep, a little bit. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Meet me in the big garden.
Okay, friends, now that we have our snack, go ahead and enjoy it. And once you're finished, meet me outside in the garden. We are going to get our garden beds ready for spring planting. All right, now that we're outside, let's start with step 1. The first thing we need to do is remove debris. Debris can be anything from old coffee sacks or leaves or anything that you might have covered your garden bed with in the fall. Step 2. Now that all the debris is gone, let's move on to aerating the soil with the pitchfork. Now the way to do this is put the pitchfork in the ground, push it forward, then pull it back till you hear the soil crack or feel the soil crack. What this allows is air to get into the soil, and it loosens up maybe some weeds that are there that you don't want to be, maybe some volunteer plants that are trying to grow from last year. The pitchfork and the aeration will help you easily grab those things out of the garden bed. Step 3 is to remove the large weeds and sometimes rocks. It's important at this stage not to remove any of our garden friends. So if you see any earthworms, that's a really good sign, but we should always leave our earthworm friends inside the garden. Step 4, we need about 1 to 2 inches of compost on top of the soil. Sometimes that's a half a bag, sometimes that's an entire bag, depending on how big your garden bed is and how much help, how many nutrients, extra nutrients that it needs. So get your big bag of compost out, pour it all over. Step 5 is to gently mix the compost with the soil. You can either use the rake or you can use your hands. After you've given it a nice, gentle, thorough mix, the next thing you want to do is take your rake and gently rake the garden bed as smooth as you can. You want your garden bed to be as flat on the top as you possibly can make it. Okay, friends, you are ready to go. Your garden bed is ready to be planted. Next thing you do is drop some seeds or put some seedlings in there. All right, friends, thank you so much for being with me here today. Call to action. Your next step is to go out in your garden and get it ready for planting. All of our schools who are our partners have these beautiful garden beds that need your attention right now. So I encourage you to encourage your friends and your teacher to go prep your garden bed. And we'll see you at the plant sale so you can get some seedlings.
Big garden.